Hi everyone, welcome to Air Cool Bud. Right, I'm under Bud at the moment, so I've put the carb in and he's running absolutely fine, but the problem I have is that my throttle pedal, my accelerator pedal, hasn't got as much travel as it should have. So I've checked the pedal and that's fine. I've checked the lever in the floor pan joined to the pedal and that's fine. They were a bit sticky. I sprayed them with good old WD-40 and that sorted it out. I've also checked at the carburetor side and the lever arm is absolutely fine, but the cable from the carburetor end fits into a flared metal kind of tube really, and that tube stops the cable from actually scratching itself on the metal and wearing too thin and then snapping. So what I've got here, you're probably wondering what you're looking at, but here you see this black pipe. That is the hose that the accelerator cable fits into, and you can see it goes into the back firewall, and what I need to do is wiggle that and somehow get that flared metal shroud pushed through that hole. And I've been here for about 15 minutes and I haven't been able to do it. I've tried from the engine end as well. I'm just going to have to keep doing it. But guys, if you haven't got 100% travel and you're not getting the kind of acceleration you want, it is well worth just checking that this hasn't happened to you. Because once that gets snagged, once the cable in that flared shroud gets snagged, the cable doesn't stretch as much as it should do, and therefore you don't get as much distance on your gas pedal. Okay, I'm going to try and wiggle my way out of here so I can just show you what I've already checked. If I reverse myself, you can just see where that is. So there's the heat exchangers. Squeeze my way out. Okay, see my back wheel. Okay, see, that's where I was, down there. Right, so I've checked here, and if you see, I have full extension on the arm. That is as far as it is meant to go. So I know that, pardon me, that isn't a problem. At the back, I don't know if you can see it, right down there, there it is. Oh! It's not a good idea to drop you, is it? Or to cover up the camera, sorry. There, I'm pointing towards it. That is the flared shroud that I keep telling you about, okay? That is what fits through this thing here. That is what fits through the back of here, and you can see it's caught, it's snagged on something. And that was my fault, because when I put the carb back in, the cable had dropped through. So when I pulled it out, I pulled the flared shroud with it. I don't know if that's the correct word for it, sheath, I don't know. But if we go to here, so under the deck lid, right back there, behind the fan shroud, right in the back, that is where it fits through into the firewall. Then, if I go around, oh, let's go around this way to the front of Bud. Here is the pedal. So this is a right-hand side assembly, which actually is quite difficult to find out about on the internet. So I checked the whole pedal assembly. I checked that this was all okay, sprayed it up with WD-40 and all that jazz. Now, on a lot of the American cars, because they're left-hand drive, what happens is the roller is actually attached to the accelerator cable and goes down the middle channel in the car. But because this is right-hand drive, what happens is the accelerator cable goes all the way through the tubing in the pedal assembly, through the channel to a lever. Well, the cable doesn't, but there's this lever, this lever goes all the way through that metal kind of pedal assembly and connects to here. This is where your accelerator cable joins in to another metal shroud, sheath, whatever you want to call it, which goes all the way up this middle channel in your car. Okay, so I had to prise back this cover which kind of protects it, but I checked that as well and that is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I've cleared a bit of like rubbish out of there, just kind of dust and rust and stuff that has settled. Used old WD-40, so that is moving fine, and I know that is moving fine, so I know that the problem is that silly cable, which I need to get sorted, and then hopefully I will be able to get proper acceleration out of bud. Okay, so wish me luck. I'll let you know how I get on.